these were unpressurized aircraft, and the cockpits were open. And so they were exposed to wind, temperature extremes, vibration, and as the higher that the airmen flew, they began to experience a lower concentration of oxygen in the air. That and the fact that you're flying a very simple machine, which is a very new technology, the body of knowledge about aviation and how to fly and what to do is brand new. So you are at the cutting edge of developing this new technology.
The School of Aerospace Medicine is about 100 years old, just shy, and the Air Force noticed that there were a lot of pilots who were dying in crashes. And so physicians were taken and they were given extra training in the unique stressors that pilots were exposed to. And then research had to be done in those areas so that you could understand some of those stresses better. And that research helped the flight surgeons then set standards.
So the early years of the School of Aerospace Medicine were focused on the challenges that were given to them by Theodore Lister, which was see to the efficiency of the pilots. And the focus was mainly how do we select someone who has the right stuff to be a pilot. During the World War II era, we were training thousands and thousands of flight surgeons and the thousands of the flight nurses and the air evacuation technicians and the other disciplines that come through the school. The next thing that the school and laboratory focused on was how can we ensure that the pilots and air crew members are able to perform at their highest capability while being exposed to continual threats to their performance. As the Air Force began pushing the envelope on what the aircraft could deliver, that was a constant demand on the human inside that aircraft to match the complexity and the physical demands that the aircraft was now demanding. Very quickly we were pushing the envelope with our technology of what the human could do. So the effort required the physical demands of the aircrew to stay alert and awake while they're pulling G's, requires these men and women to be elite athletes.
If you look at what we do fundamental biological sciences, we use the physical sciences, engineering disciplines, all that coming together to understand how does that impact human performance. And mainly how do you enable, enhance and sustain the airmen in those operations.
What can we do to help them even improve their performance even more, above what the baseline is? And that gives the Air Force an advantage over any adversaries that we might have in the future.
While you're doing those very complex, physically demanding activities, we want you to be doing 15 different activities in your mind as you're managing the aircraft instrumentation and as you're using that instrumentation to acquire and maintain situational awareness, not just outside your aircraft, but miles and miles around your aircraft. The mission here of the school and the 711 Human Performance Wing is to optimize the performance of all airmen, wherever they are in their mission, so that we can ensure a rapid return to duty of our airmen, we can ensure the most efficient use of resources, and then we can ensure the effective delivery of our mission. The airman is the central component of all of our weapon systems and all of our operations.
So historically, in Wright-Pat, the Human Effectiveness Directorate has been the center of research activities related to human performance. After the BRAC, which was in 2005, the other mission units, and mainly the School of Aerospace Medicine and the Human Systems Directorate was brought up here. Okay, and that made the 711 Human Performance Wing. So we have 3 mission units where we have the schoolhouse plus the technical directorate that existed here that used to be called the Human Effectiveness Directorate, and then we also brought in the Human Systems Integration Directorate or Human Performance Directorate. Now those 3 combined create a powerhouse here in the area of human performance.
So as we look to the future, we will go more and more to unmanned aircraft, and we'll go more and more to other support functions in the cyber intel, heavily cognitively demanding career fields that will require that same focus on human performance.
The Human Performance Wing is there to ensure that the airmen can operate in those environments. We make sure that those airmen can operate very efficiently and very effectively.